Today we're talking about protecting your family from a variety of risks using primarily insurance. We're speaking with the CEO of Capital Metro Financial Services, Darius Bakhtiar.
I've been in the insurance business and in financial services for about 25 years now. Mostly what we do, I like to think, is kind of behind the scenes, almost like a wholesaler, an independent wholesaler, where we service advisors, financial advisors, financial planners, insurance agents, and even stockbrokers, where they might not have a particular expertise in insurance, but they have a clientele who really does want to work solely with them. So what they'll do is they will come to us for product solutions and planning solutions that are applicable to their clientele. Many times this will go across a variety of insurance options: life insurance, disability insurance, long-term care insurance. Those are the primary areas where a lot of our advisors will come to us for advice.
Okay, so let's say someone's watching and it's on their New Year's resolution list to get life insurance. There's a lot of conceptions about how that works and so forth. What are some things they might learn about how the industry has changed over the years?
Well, that's
and
a
how
great
it works
question.
now.
Yeah, because insurance and change are two words that really don't go together. I mean, the insurance industry tends to be very slow to adopt change. Lately, it has been getting some steam. For instance, and you will hear this on a lot of the advertisements, either on the radio or online. If you think about how insurance was originally purchased back in the 80s, 90s, and even all through the 2000s, if we talk about life insurance, for instance, you're going to find that you were required to do a paramedical exam. And what that means is they're going to come out to your house, they meaning a paramed, and they're going to request blood, they're going to request urine, and they're going to go through a series of questions, which can be very intrusive. And quite frankly, we found, and I think the insurance company has found, or insurance companies have found, that that is not comfortable for anyone. And in fact, that's a deal breaker for a lot of people. So what carriers have done is, through technology and a number of different algorithms, they've managed to come up with an underwriting process that removes that fluids, the blood, the urine, the intrusiveness, and just go through a series of questions over the phone and use the technology that's available through algorithms, prescription databases, and a variety of databases to assess somebody's health risk so they can get a policy potentially up to $1 million without doing those intrusive exams.
That's good. That changes things, I think.
That changes it quite a bit. And this is something that's it's relatively new. It's maybe last 24, 36 months.
Now, and then you still have a cost, though. So are costs for life insurance, are they going up because people or society isn't as healthy, perhaps, or are they going down because people are living longer?
That's a great question. And the prices have, for the most part, at this point in time, leveled out. And to your point, people are living longer. And there was a trend going through the 80s, the 90s, and into 2000s, right around 2008, and you'll see where this is going, where the price for life insurance was dropping significantly. I would joke with some of our advisors that the life insurance industry was making liars out of us, because at 30, we'd say you should buy it now because at 40 it'll be more expensive. Well, we were seeing people buying policies for just 10 years, and the rate at age 30 was actually higher than the rate at age 40, and that is directly due to mortality. What's happened since then, though, is there is another component to an insurance policy, and that's interest rates. And because they have been so low for so long, that mortality that's really helped prices come down have been offset by the fact that the insurance companies and their products essentially are saver-type products. And because those interest rates are lower, the rates have pretty much leveled out. In some instances, actually creeped up a bit.
Okay. Now, from an individual's perspective, they're obviously looking to save money. What are some things that they can do to lower the cost, other than the exercise, I guess?
Yeah, exercise, eat well. Two different things I'll do. If someone's looking to acquire a policy for the first time, and they aren't necessarily eligible, or they don't go through a process that includes an accelerated underwriting process, and they do need to do an exam, the first thing I would say is if you're on medication, you make sure you take all your medications. You prepare yourself for the paramed exam and make sure that you're well hydrated. Best to do it early in the morning. any sort of Advil, Tylenol, stuff like that you should probably stay away from unless you take it normally.
Like if you have to give a speech to the office like a half hour after the exam, probably not a good idea.
Probably not a good idea because you're not going to get a fair blood pressure reading, for instance. Right. So you want to do it when you're most relaxed. Early in the morning is usually best. Mm-hmm. For those that have a policy, it is a lot like any other type of financial instrument or even like a mortgage. A lot of people will look at, say, a mortgage and say, okay, I need to refinance because rates have come down. And in life insurance, it's the same way. Because of the improvements in medical technology, things that were once considered uninsurable are now insurable, or things that you'd have to pay a higher rate for, you can pay a lower rate for now. So it's always good to go back and review those contracts.
When you say a thing, so that's like a medical condition?
Medical condition, yes. 2 examples. HIV was once considered to be completely uninsurable. Now there are situations where if you are a compliant patient, HIV patients can get life insurance now, and that is a relatively new phenomenon.
Yeah. We got to take a break. We're out of time for this segment, but we'll be right back. We're speaking with Darius Bakhtiar of Capital Metro.